Welcome in, my beautiful Capricorns. Welcome to Dawn Williams Tarot. How are you all doing? I hope this message finds you well. I'm doing much better, thank you. Today, I am pulling cards for you for career and money for the month of August. I'm actually recording this on August the 2nd. Keep in mind that on August the 4th, which is a Sunday, August 4th, is the day of the new moon. So those are the days that we typically would do our new moon intentions, writing down our things that we want to manifest and releasing those things that we do not want to manifest. So keep that in mind. Also, this message is for sun, moon, and rising placements in the sign of Capricorn. So if you have those placements, this message may be for you. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, not a one-on-one reading. Therefore, not all messages may resonate. Keep what does, leave what doesn't. If you're interested in doing a deeper dive as to what's going on with you and your life, I do provide private readings. My information is in the description box below, or you can go to dawnwilliamstarot.com, all one word, to find my pricing and availability. Okay, so today I'm going to do a Kachina knife. I learned this spread from Janine Morgano, who Tarot by Janine, maybe you know of her. She is a reader from Canada. She has raised her family as a reader. That's how she provided for her family, was as a reader. I have a lot of respect for her. She's a very excellent reader. She was kicked off of YouTube because of her controversial readings. She was doing all current events, looking at the deep, dark, and the ugly. And the powers at be decided they did not want her to be able to share her information. So they kicked her off of YouTube. She created her own channel. So now, if you want to participate in her readings, you can, join her membership. She has a membership, or you can go to Beyond Mystic on Rumble. Beyond Mystic on Rumble also has some of her Tarot Tuesdays, that type of thing. Anyway, so we're going to look at your career and your money space for the month of August. I am doing one of the layouts that Janine does. I have learned by watching her all these years how she does her layout. So I'm just going to go ahead and play with that today. She uses her left hand only. She believes that your left hand is the energy of your intuition. So we'll see, because I am just trying her stuff for the first time during these readings, and we'll see how that works out for us. So we start off with the Six of Wands. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Justice card. Oh, and you have the Devil. Wow, okay. Wonder what that means. Let's look at that a little deeper. Ace of Swords. Six of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, that's the reading right there. Okay, so you've only got that one Knight of Pentacles, and I will talk about him. However, the rest of your reading, we have got two major arcanas. We have three sword cards and one wand. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to read your cards for you. I'm taking myself off camera so the camera will get big enough so you can see all the cards, right? After I finish this portion of your cards, I will put myself back on camera. I plan to pull three cards from the Life and Career deck, and I'm also going to pull three cards from the Indigo Goddess, which is all about life and money. Or no, career and money, career and money, career and life, career and life, career and money. Whew. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so we start off with this Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands energy is my victory card. That Six of Wands is saying that you've had some successes, Capricorn. You have been recognized for your contributions. You might have gotten some accolades of some kind. You might have even gotten a recent bonus or increase or salary bump up. Maybe this is a thing where they're celebrating you have moved up into a new role, right? So this is celebrating you, your accomplishments. If this does not resonate with you in that way, it feels as though you are being recognized, Capricorn, for your hard work, for your efforts. And I do feel as though you bring a lot of your gifts, your talents, your personal integrity to your job space. And I feel as though you really are a contributor and that you really like to be on top. You really do like to work hard. You enjoy the things that you're doing. So it looks like you're in a very good space. Now, in terms of the question as to money and career, it feels as though some of you are at a crossroads. And that crossroads has to do with, do I stay with what I know, the devil I know, even though it might be a toxic situation for you, even though you might not be getting recognized and getting that bump, that feeling as though you are part of a cohesive team. You're looking at those things and you've got those birds squawking in your mind. So it feels as though some of the things that you might be encountering here with this crossroads is, do I stay in my current situation because I have been in this company for X amount of years. I have this much seniority. I have, built up this amount of vacation time, and those things. And yes, those are difficult things when you're weighing both sides, right? You're weighing, do I want to start over? Do I want to be at the bottom of the totem pole? Do I have to reprove myself to a whole new group of people? Do I have to learn all new things because all these companies run differently? I have to learn new processes. I have to learn stuff all over again. Do I really want to do that? Or do I want to bide my time? Now, what I'm picking up here, though, is that many of you are looking at those things, making those decisions, thinking about it as to what direction do I want to go. And I feel as though with that, too, you're really being asked to take off the blindfold. Write down on a piece of paper, if you were to make a change, moving out of toxicity, because that's what this card is in the center, is toxicity. If I were to leave that organization, that group, what would be my pros? What are the things that I could look forward to? Would I enjoy getting up and going to work every day? Is it a situation where I feel as though I've built up all this time, and do I want to try something different? Do I want to do something different? Do I want to put myself in a healthier situation, right? And it's tough, especially depending on the money you make, how long you've been in your current role, that type of a thing are things to be considered. At the same time, I do believe with this Justice card up here in your past position, I feel many of you are looking for truth. You are looking for things that are aligned with your truth and integrity. Now, the Justice card does talk about legalities. So if you are making a move, you do have to realize if you've signed an NDA, you might not be able to move into the same type of a company or a competitor. You can't go work for a competitor because you have intellectual property from the company that you are currently working with, and you have signed an NDA that you will not disclose any of that secret squirrel kind of information to a new organization. So you have to be mindful of those things depending on the kind of company that you work for. Specifically, what this Justice card does also talk about, though, is you being on the right path, right? You really looking for the truth, you really resonating with that truth, and you being on your right path. Now, the thing that's in the center here, some of you are getting recognized for your hard work, yet some of you are also in a toxic situation. And it feels as though there should not even be anything for you to consider to get out of that toxic situation. But at the same time, a lot of times when we have moved up in a company, we are in a toxic situation, we will put up with that toxicity because somehow or another we've convinced ourselves, which is kind of lying to yourself, which is not being honest with yourself, that you really don't want to start over. So those are the things that I see that are kind of in your immediately current energy here, Capricorn. And if none of that is resonating with you, I feel as though there is going to be clarity that's coming in because you have this Ace of Swords here. I feel as though this is going to bring in some insights for you. This is really saying that for those of you who that don't want to recognize that toxicity, that devil, bedevilment energy here. And you know, that devil is all about negative influences. It is about addictions, for one. It's about allowing yourself to be manipulated, right? Manipulated in your space, manipulated in your job space. Trust me, and I'm going to, whatever. And in reality, that person is not someone to be trustworthy or be for you to put your trust into, is what I should say, right? But I do feel as though there is going to be insight coming in. That insight is going to be the thing that is going to be your catalyst. You are looking at it, haven't quite removed your blindfold yet, but you're recognizing that your situation isn't the best that it could be. And it feels as though something's going to come in. It's going to be an eye-opening, aha, awakening moment that is going to give you that action to move. And I do feel as though you will be moving on to calmer shores. I do feel as though there are new opportunities coming in. That 6 is talking about persevering, keep going, keep moving, move forward. You are going to get help when you least expect it. And then also with that Knight of Pentacles is saying you need to take some kind of action. He is my slowest moving knight of the tarot. And this knight is definitely one who is looking to move forward. He definitely does want to make more money. He is very concerned about his physical security, his wealth, his career, and he's also very concerned about his own mental welfare as well. So some of you are really looking at this potential of moving, especially if it's a situation where you are in a toxic environment. And I do feel that there will be opportunities for you. Now I'm going to pull a couple of different confirmations for us. We have that 4 of Cups. Now that 4 of Cups energy for me is also the energy of, I don't know, she's kind of a brat. She is kind of stuck in her own self here. As you can see, she has some apathy. She has some energy of feeling isolated or feeling apathetic. She's kind of bored. So I feel as though some of you may be bored in your job. You might be feeling as though there really are no real opportunities in that situation. What can I do to get some stability? What can I do to get some emotional stability in my space? Now, an opportunity is coming. That's exactly what I was feeling even before I pulled these 2 cards. It feels as though you are going to be given an opportunity that will fill your cup, right? But you are going to have to take action because now you have that Knight of Wands. When that opportunity shows up, take action. She's very charismatic. She is fiery. Her energy is definitely in that fire sign of Wands. That fire sign is definitely saying this is something that is going to give you a lot of passion, a lot of inspiration, a lot of motivation. And it is saying go towards that dream, move towards your dreams, whatever that may be. Take action, move forward. Overall, I feel as though your August looks really promising. I don't see big money switches or changes here. Although I do see that should you decide to leave your current role, that money will be there. I do feel as though you're making some assessments in that area. And overall, I feel as though for those of you who are stuck in that energy of toxicity and that energy of, feeling stuck, that now is your time. This month is your time to really evaluate and look at it a little bit more closely to make some changes in your life. Okay, so hi. Now I'm going to read your last couple of cards. The first deck is life and money, career, outside forces, unknown figures are driving the situation and you not be able to control the outcome. This cycle will shift soon and you will be okay. So, it's interesting that that comes up because I think about what that energy can represent. And within an organization, there's a lot of things, a lot of moving parts. And unless you're way at the top of that company, you really have no idea what they're working on up there, right? So it could be whatever your situation is. If you're feeling as though that devil energy is saying that you're in a toxic environment, that things are happening, but they're being kept away from the employees, this could be talking about that situation. Taking steps. Action is key to getting where you need to go. You can't wait around. Take a step in any direction to get unstuck and find opportunities. Perfect card. That right there really talks about that too. And it also talks about that Four of Cups. When that new opportunity comes in, you got to grab it. Strategy, you need a step-by-step plan of attack to reach the next level. Get the advice of someone who is already where you want to go. And that's actually a great message for anyone. Doesn't matter where you are on your ladder of life here in your career space, but it feels as though if you see that there's somebody in your organization that you are inspired by or is doing a role that you would like to do, go talk to them. They're more than happy to share with you how they got to where they are, right? And most people are very generous with helping other people move up, right? So, okay, here we go. Adventure, world of wonder, travel for work, guide, long distance, rich in experience. So some of you definitely might be working or traveling for work. For me, that would have not have been an option for me as I was going through my career space because I had a young child, right? So when you have kids, it's harder to be the world traveler. But if you have a significant other that can help you with that travel, then you can do that. But I feel as though some of you might be doing some travel for your job space, or at least be open to the idea of travel. Maybe where you're moving to is a situation where you might have to maybe you're going to move into a director position or a managerial position and you have multiple sites that you are responsible for giving guidance and leadership to. And then we have medicine, healing, money blocks. So you need to reprogram your mind, open to receive. This is about the healing arts and shadow work. So that shadow work has to do with the shadow work has to do with whatever your belief systems are about money. It might have been a thing where you grew up with, your mom and dad, and your dad was that was the person that went out and was the breadwinner, and your mom was the one that was a stay-at-home mom. It depends on your generation as well, of course, unless you had two people that were working in jobs just to make things work out for your family. But what this is really talking about are the associations of money and your ideas and belief systems about money. So even though there's a part of us that would like to say, yes, I would like to be a millionaire, there is also that other part of us within us that said, but I don't deserve to be a millionaire. So that's what it's talking about, is that deep shadow work is to remove those blocks within you that are preventing you from creating the abundance and the prosperity that you truly want to experience in your life. Last card, spotlight. Rich, and famous. So this is a lucky break. This is your star power. This could be that you are an influencer or that you are an entertainer. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that this card is saying that you are going to be rich and famous. Like, you look at people in Hollywood or famous musicians or famous athletes, although this could represent any of that energy, right? But for the most part, what this is really just saying is this is your energy of a lucky break. So this lucky break is coming in to help give you a boost, help you to ignite your personal power, reignite your confidence within yourself, so that if you decide that, yes, I definitely do want to move from the toxicity within my life or within my job space, right? I am definitely going to allow myself to move forward, because I know in the long run, the energy that I put towards this is going to be the biggest benefit for me and my family. So there you go, Capricorn. I hope you found some nuggets here. Give me a thumbs up if you haven't already done so. I will be back with you again soon with my next round of readings. And until then, have a very prosperous August. Cheers.